From Vinegar Hill, a small red star for me and my father, being a Syzygy at work. Disappointment came when light tired this arrangement, this Syzygy of him and me, and the still thread of a small red star standing some time away at my back, deeper than a grain of memory. I am a quarter mile from him, hard upward on this rugged rock he could look up to if only his eyes would agree once more. And it's a trillion years behind my head, or a parsec I can't imagine. They tell me even dead perhaps, that star. Can this be a true Syzygy if one is dead, if one is leaning to leave this line of sight regardless of age or love or density, or how the last piece of light might be reflected or refused if one leaves this imposition. The windows of his room defer no light to this night, for it is always night there. Blood and chemicals at warfare, nerve gone, the main one providing mirror and lethal lens. Back of the eyeball no different than out front. But I climb this rock to line up with another rock and him in the deep seizure of that stolen room, bare sepulchre, that grotto of mind. Today I bathed him, the chest like an old model, bone but collapsible, forgotten in a Detroit back room, a shelf, a deep closet, waiting to be crushed at the final blow. Skin of the organ, but a veneer of fatigue. The arms pried as from a child's drawing. The one less formidable leg, the small testes hanging their forgotten glove residuum, which had begun this Syzygy. The face closing down on bones, as if a promise had been made toward an immaculately thin retrieval, and at the other imaginable end of him, the 1 foot bloody from his curse, soured yet holier in mimicry of the near Christ, from Golgotha brought down and put to bed. After God and my Father, there are no divinities. Toenails coming on a darkness no sky owned, foot bottom at its own bloodbath at war, at the final and resolute war with no winner. Oh, Christ, he's had such wars, outer and inner, that even my hand in warmth must overcome, and he gums his gums and shakes his head and says sideways, mouth screwed into his outlandish grin, as much a lie as any look, as devious, cold fact true. I used to do this for you. The dark eyes hungry to remember, to bring back one moment of all those times to this time. And I cannot feel his hand linger on me, not its calluses gone the way of flesh, or its nails thicker now than they ever were meant to be, or skin flaking in the silence of its dust-born battle, though we are both younger than the star that's behind us, and dead perhaps, as said. Then, in a moment, and only for a moment, as if all is cipher to me and cut away, I know the failure of that small red star, its distillation and spend still undone, its yawn red as yet and here with us on the endless line, only bent by my imagination, the dead and dying, taking up both ends of me, neither one a shadow yet, but all shadows in one. Perhaps a sort of harmless violence, sighting here across an endless known.